Hello everyone, this is Charles Bridge Tech with another product review, this time from AUXITO. Now this here is their jump starter, model number J503. Now I was sent this product by them. They wanted me to test and review this jump starter from them. It comes in this box. So let's open this up, see what's in. And hopefully the battery will be somewhat charged to be able to show this to you. Now I can't say how much, in many words, how important these are, and they are a must-have if you do have a vehicle or if you travel a lot. And put one of these in your suitcase. If you do rental vehicles, you just never know when you're going to need one of these. Comes with this nice molded, soft molded that is, case. Little handle there. I've reviewed a lot of these from different manufacturers on my channel, and they are extremely rugged, and you just throw them in your trunk or in your vehicle under the seat whenever you need it. The one thing I advise doing is charging it every 6 months, at least once, twice a year. Just top it off, make sure you got a full charge. So it comes here with the manual. And the warranty is 2 years on this. There's also their email address there. Now I've done reviews on their headlight LED bulbs on an older vehicle, and I just put them in my vehicle, so I'm hoping that that video will come out before this one. If it does, you'll know what I'm talking about. Get all this out of here. You've got a USB Type-C charging cable. And we got a USB Type-C to Type-C cable. Nice. Here are the jumper cables. Yeah, this one doesn't even have, normally the ones I've tested in the past have a box on the end here, usually with a little display on it. These here are pretty nice. It's got a lot of teeth on here. See all the way. Quite a bit bigger area. Normally they're about half of that on some of the other ones. See if I can show you the wire down in there. Pretty thick. Show it to you from this end. It's got the main wire here going to that, and then another wire kind of jumped from there, so that's interesting. Pretty thick cables. Now let's go ahead and take out the unit here. Now this is a little bit bigger and heavier unit than some of my other ones. I do have some smaller ones, but they come in different sizes. There it is. It's got a nice rubberized coating here on the plastic body here. Some information here. quick start. So it's showing to hook the cables on to the battery, then plugging that into the unit to jump start. You don't want any sparks near your battery, because if it is venting, you know, it could cause a spark and cause a fire or an explosion. There's the specs there on the battery jump starter itself. Now if you need more time to read that, go ahead and pause screen. And this here is an LED flashlight built in. You've got the jumper port here. I like the way these here fit right in there nicely. And then of course you've got the other one here. USB type C. Now I'm not sure if this is a input and output. Let's see here. Yeah, it says in and out. Okay, so we'll try that out. You've got the standard port, and then you've got the higher output port there. Blue is usually QC 3.0. They also come in green, which are 3.1, and then red is like the PD and so on. And this looks like a DC out. So let me grab an adapter that I have here. And normally you can just plug one of these into these. I just want to see if it'll fit in there. And it does. So that's what it's for. You can buy these on Amazon. A lot of the power stations come with it. So you can put a little cigarette port into that. These really do come in handy. Put this over here. It's got some weight to it. It's nice looking as well. It's got a protection piece here. Remove that. Make it a little bit shinier there. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the display. And it's 77%. So that should be plenty. Now, according to the manufacturer, you can jump start a vehicle with at least 45% or higher left on this battery. So that's always a huge plus. OLED display on there showing out. So let's turn on the light here. Press and hold that. It's about 3 or 4 seconds. Pure flood. Pretty good light output. I would say it's probably 100, 150 lumens. White. So if you're jumping the vehicle, you do have the strobe for emergencies. And you have what appears to be SOS. And that shuts it off. So now when you do need to power up and jump start a vehicle, this has a feature here. Some jump starters, not all of them, but some of the older models, they wouldn't detect a dead battery at all. So it won't send that huge amount of current to a dead battery. So if it's below, say, like 2 or 3 volts, this will be able to still jump start that battery and hopefully be able to get you charged up enough. So that's critical for these. I have a couple real old jump starters, and they are lead acid battery, and when you turn that on, you know, that's one thing they could do. Bam, that didn't care how much power you had on that battery, it would jump start it, or it would attempt to do so. These here, because of the protection in them, a lot of people don't know that you can press and hold that power button on some of the older ones and be able to really kick that in regardless of the voltage on the battery. So that's a nice feature on this. Let me bring out a little power bank and let's test out these ports. See how much they put out. Grab one that's got some life taken from it. So it's 70%. So we're going to use the cables that it came with. I'm going to try both ports, then I'll try that type C to type C. I used the cable that it came with. Type C to type C here. Alright. Don't think I need to take this all the way out, but we'll see. Hopefully just enough to be able to plug it in. So this is saying out, so I'm attempting to charge it now. So it's not kicking out anything, but it is charging it. So might have to bring out my cell phone, see if I can possibly, because it's registering this as a device to charge this with. So let me grab out the other cable, try out the other ports. I'm hoping we can get a 12 volt 2 amp out of this on the other one. That would be great. So we got confirmation of power there. As soon as you plug in a USB into it, it does pretty good there. So now let's turn it back out. So now we're seeing USB out on the display, and right now we're at 9 volt, almost 2 amp. So that's fast. Nice. Now I'm hoping this will change to 12 volt. Let's see if we can wait it out here for just a moment. That looks like it's going to be the 9.1 at about 2 amp. Fluctuates back and forth, so that's fast. Plenty of fast for most cell phones. And you're going to be able to get that charged up quite a bit faster. Now let me plug it into the other port. You can see it drop down quite a bit there to just under 5 volts. And we'll wait. About 1.8 amp. Still charging this pretty quickly. Now I really like these X-Star power banks because you could take the batteries out. That's what's really nice about these. So basic charging speed on the other port. And let me try to bring out my cell phone here and see if I can test the other port. Type C to type C. Grab my cell phone here. Okay, so I've got my cell phone. Let's grab this. Hopefully we can get a good charging output on this, and it is charging. Now it is at 100% already, so, but I want to show you the icon. You can see that that's green. That's a high output. Now the One Plus charger that it comes with is blue, which is 65. So that's showing you that it's at least 30 watts, 30 to 40 watts. So that is impressive. So you can charge it out with the Type-C. You just can't use a power bank, so it would have to be a cell phone. Nice. On the go, traveling, camping. I mean, so many uses that you can grab with this and have it on hand. Even if you travel, say like you go have an RV or anything like that, these things are critical to get you started. And build quality feels very nice. I'm not seeing any issues here. It's got some weight to it. It's pretty large, as you can see. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take this out to my garage and do a demonstration on this floodlight. See how it does. We are out here in the darkness of my garage with the AUXITO jump starter. We're going to take a look here at the light that's built in here. I can find the right button. And accidentally pushed the boost button, so I'm gonna have to shut it off here again. Alright, so now I got the right button now. Look at that. That's one of the better performances I've seen from a jump starter flashlight that's built into it. And I've done quite a few of these over the years. Many buttons. So, very nice, wide coverage. Stranded on the road, you gotta walk. It's gonna do great. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little demonstration on this floodlight. This is actually very nice. Probably one of the better floodlight beams that I've tested on a jump starter to date. Some of them, they're just kind of weak. They have a hot spot, but it's just a lot of artifacts in that beam. This one here does very nice, smooth beam across the whole area, very wide, and does very well. Now, I don't have a vehicle to jump start this with, but I will test it out, and I will be keeping it in my vehicle. The display is nice, bright. You can see it even during the day or night, and that's impressive. You want to be able to see. Some of them just have a bar on them. Some of my older ones, they just have a series of LEDs. This one here actually tells you what it's doing in and out with. Now the jumper cables, simple, easy. Hook it up to your battery first, and then plug this into the unit for safety so you don't have sparks. That could happen. Sometimes when your battery is very low, it starts to vent. Or if it's older, you definitely don't want to have any sparks near that battery. The ability to be able to charge quickly out that Type-C is important. The quicker you can get your cell phone charged up, the more battery power you're going to have, the less time you're going to have to charge your device. You can power up your cell phone too right away with this as well. You can charge any device. I like the fact that you can use the additional DC port to be able to run anything that has that type of adapter. These can be found on eBay, so very nice to be able to have that should you need it. Camping, the ports are easy accessible. This one being a QC is nice. The standard port there. I like the fact that you can also use a PD charger to charge this, and I mean it will really quickly charge this unit. If you use a PD QC charger at least 25 watts or higher, you'll really be able to get this back and charged up fully. And not seeing any issues with this. This is quite an impressive unit. So I want to thank AUXITO for sending me this jump starter to review. Now, if this is something you're interested in getting, I do have a special discount code, also a special link where you can save 15% off of this or anything in their website, and that hopefully will help you save some money on this, just in case you're interested in getting it. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thanks button. Donate to my channel. Otherwise, you can please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these jump starters from AUXITO to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness.